on this session, I talk about old movies that I grew up on, this crazy big ass test that I've been studying for, and why asking for help and not knowing is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Coming up. Hey there, Jed Coburnis here from jedcoburnis.com. Welcome to Talk Therapy. It's just a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind and to get to know myself a heck of a lot better. I hope that I inspire one person to try this. Just hit record, start talking. You don't have to share it out to the world, but just give it a shot. It helps so much as far as confidence within yourself, as far as just clearing out all the BS that you got going on in your mind, because we all have it. But otherwise, just start talking. You don't have to think about whatever you're going to talk about. I never do. See what happens. I'm learning just as I talk, and that's way more impactful, I think, on myself and others than rehearsing something that you don't really believe in anyway. So, this is Talk Therapy. Welcome. I have no idea what I'm saying today. I'm just kind of saying it, and that's exactly what you do. Hit record. Like, some days I kind of have an agenda a little bit before I hit record, and then it gets all blown out of the water and I have zero agenda anyway. But today's even more, right? I guess I could talk a little bit about, I don't know, some emails I'm getting. So I sent an email to my newsletter yesterday, and it's been a long time. And pretty good reception from that. It was cool, because it's interesting how you get emails every single day from the same people, right? Whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whether it's, health or funny ones, whatever it is, but email is so dang saturated. So then when you don't send it very often, then it becomes a little more special. And I think that's what happened yesterday. It was just a little more special. So that people are like, whoa, I haven't gotten an email from Jed for a long time. JedCoburnis.com, what is he sending out an email for? And it was basically just that. Not just, but it was that. Sending a message saying, hey, you know what, I'm still here. It's just I've been working very, very hard on this, and this. And, go to either one of those if you want, or hit reply and let me know. And it was cool. It was cool. But when you decide to do something, like, that's what I think is when I've officially decided to become somebody, right? You cross this threshold. The threshold, actually, it's not really a threshold, you call it the river, right? The river of change. You learn that little analogy from Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it's crazy because I think once you get to the other side of it, you realize that the river itself isn't even a river. You just kind of look at it and you're like, wow, I just changed. Because then, in order to keep evolving, keep changing, you're just going through another river. So one could say that we're always surrounded by water. I don't know where I'm going with that, but that was kind of cool. That was a moment. Speaking of moments, so yesterday, the Minnesota Twins were playing in a wild card game against the Yankees, and my Uncle Calvin and I text back and forth during these Minnesota Vikings games. Last night was the first Twins game we've texted back and forth, but I referenced a movie, and he was like, hey, you and your brother, you are really good at remembering all these movie scenes. And I'm like, yeah, we are. So then I was thinking, how can I put that to good use, right? How can I put that not how, because how implies something that I've never done before. So where can I put that information and put it to good use? So I was thinking maybe I can do like movie themed WODs, movie themed workouts of the day. That'd be kind of cool. Like Ace Ventura, man, Jim Carrey is one of my all-time favorite actors, but I think Ace Ventura is one of the best movies, especially, When Nature Calls, Bumble Bay Tuna, right? Those old movies, just make me smile. So I think maybe I can do some old movie themed workouts. How? I don't know yet, right? But that was a great idea because I remember a lot of old movie quotes. How about you have no marbles? You have no marbles. What movie? Right? Major League. Pedro Serrano. Yeah, it's a great movie. Charlie Sheen back in the day. What, The Wild Thing? Yeah, Cleveland Indians. Great movie. But I think those old movies were awesome, and I think I can take some of those quotes or I don't know how. Maybe, Cobra Nation, I'm reaching out. What can I do with that? Is that something you want to see? Whatever. But how would I wrap all that into one? I don't know yet, and I'm loving that I don't know, because it's just an idea. Entertainment, right? Entertainment along with some education. That's kind of the whole point. If a person can entertain and teach and inspire and do all these things at once, why not, right? Why not? What else is that movie? What else did I have on that list? I had Patch Adams. That's a good movie. I had, a lot of old movies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the old one, like the one where they had actual people doing the Ninja Turtles spots, not their most recent Ninja Turtle ones, because those were CGI, computer generated. What's the I? Information, whatever it is. But no way. If we could do that back in the 90s, early 80s even, I want to say, and make it real, how come we couldn't do it today? Why would you put a computer into that? Dumb. But those are fun movies. I thought they were cool because they were real, real people, just robotic faces or whatever. All of them. I thought they were great movies because I'm just a big fan of Ninja Turtles. I'm kind of a nerd, but Ghostbusters, love Ghostbusters, right? Jaws, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Yep, love Jaws. Yeah, just all of those old movies that I saw probably 20, 30 times. That's no joke. Used to just watch movies all the time. So taking that information, wrapping it into a workout of the day with a little bit of entertainment and education. Sounds like fun to me. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be draining or okay, I just got to get through this. It's supposed to be fun and entertaining. That's life. If you're not having fun, if you're not happy, if you're not all of these things, who cares, right? Find something that makes you happy. Find something that you love to do all the time. All the time. Yesterday, I studied my ass off for the ACSM, American College of Sports Medicine. It's called EPC. So I don't know why they call it EPC when you call yourself a certified exercise physiologist. Should be CEP, but whatever, right? I'm studying for that exam, and I studied hours on end, and I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling pretty damn good about this exam, and it's coming together pretty fast. and it's coming up pretty fast. But this time I think I'm way more prepared. I have the metabolic equations down. I have the conversion factors down. I understand how to assess risk per the ACSM guidelines. I understand the health assessment pieces, contraindications to exercise, all of those things that I just kind of thought I knew before, and now I'm really drilling into my mind, especially on paper, because I think when you get out in the field, it's going to be highly variable. Actually, I know it's highly variable, not I think, because I've been out there, right? Like, and you're not alone. Like, when you're going through the assessment, or not the assessment, when you're going through the study process for this exam, you're alone, right? Like, if you're out in the field, if you're out working cardiac rehab, if you're out in a clinic in an industrial setting, like this guy, you're not alone. Like, if you don't know an answer, you're not going to be like A, B, C, or D. You're going to go, hey doc, what does this mean? And if you try to showboat it and say, I know it all, well, that's how you fail, right? Like, asking for help does not mean you're weak. Asking for help actually acknowledges that you know what you're doing, and then you're just trying to expand more of what you know, right? Asking for help, saying you don't know, is not a bad thing. Blowing smoke and saying you do know when you don't, you're gonna hurt people, right? You're gonna hurt people. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna hurt people, and then your reputation is gonna go to crap really fast. And then you could actually just get your certification. I would love to say license, but the exercise field is such an unregulated area that nobody actually has a license. We have a certification. Nobody takes boards to be a exercise physiologist. We're trying, we're getting there, but yeah. But that's what it takes, right? That's what it takes. It's just asking for help. And not knowing is not a bad thing. Trust me, like, I don't know, right? There's a lot of things I don't know. And I won't make any assumptions that I do know. Like, if I don't know, I'm gonna say, hey, I don't know what that means. I'm sitting in some of these meetings nowadays that they're talking a lot of engineering terms and a lot of just abbreviations, and I just kind of go, hey, MCI, what's that? And they just rattle it off. It's like, okay, great, thank you. Not knowing is not a bad thing. So there you have it. Ask for help. If you want help from me, comment info below, right? Email me. Shoot me a direct message, personal message. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, all this fun stuff. YouTube, wherever you're seeing this. I'm on Anchor FM. I just appreciate the heck out of your time. Anybody who wants to listen to me, yeah. Cobra Nation, I love you. Like, comment, and share. What is your favorite movie from the what is your favorite movie? What is your favorite movie between 1985 and 1995? Old movie. See if I can relate. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed.